Grade 10 English, Chapter 7, Part 3, Tea from Assam, line by line explanation. Basically, this story is about two friends, Rajveer and Pranjul. Here, the scene is set on a train station where a tea vendor asks the two friends if they would like to buy some freshly made hot tea. They decide to have 2 cups of tea, joining almost everyone else in their compartment. With this, Pranjul highlights the fact that almost 80 crore cups of tea are consumed every day throughout the world, while Rajveer remains surprised on listening to it. Indeed, tea is a popular beverage of all over the world, as we all know. As soon as the train started moving, Pranjul got engaged in reading his detective book because both the friends were huge fans of detective books, but Rajveer chose to look at the scenic beauty at that moment. There was greenery all around, something Rajveer had never seen before because basically he was from a metropolitan city called Delhi. After the green paddy fields came tea plantation when they almost reached Assam from Delhi. As far as he was able to look, only tea bushes were visible so much, so that the narrator compared it to a sea of tea bushes. In the background, there were hills with dense forest. In between the tea plantations, there were orderly rows of tall and strong trees that were moving because of the wind. It was an amazing view. As the train was moving, next Rajveer saw was an ugly looking building with a smoke coming out of it. It was a tea garden. Rajveer got excited, but Pranjal, who had seen all of it during his childhood, didn't match up to his friend's level of enthusiasm. Basically, he was not excited. Pranjal tells him that they have entered Assam, which is known as the tea country. The state has the maximum number of tea plantations in the world. Before visiting the tea country, Rajveer read a lot about tea and how it was discovered. There were numerous theories, and one of which was about a Chinese emperor who had a habit of drinking boiled water. Once upon a time, when he was boiling the water, few leaves fell into it and it tasted delicious. It is said that those leaves were tea leaves. On being asked by Pranjal, Rajveer told another story about an Indian legend named Bodhidharma. He was a Buddhist monk who had cut his eyelids because he used to feel sleepy while meditating. Eventually, tea plants grew out of his eyelids, which, upon consuming after boiling with the water, helped in getting rid of sleep. Basically, whoever drank that tea, they banished sleeping. Further, this is just a second story about Bodhidharma. Okay. Further, Rajveer highlighted a few facts that stated that tea dates back to 2700 BCE and was first consumed in China. All such words such as chai and Chinese have originated from Chinese language. Tea was introduced to Europe quite later in the 16th century, where it was considered to have medicinal properties, not as a beverage than that of a medicine in Europe. It was consumed as a medicine in Europe in the 16th century. Now the train had stopped and the boys reached their destination, Assam, where they gathered their luggage and deboarded the train only to find a platform that was too crowded. Pranjul's parents had come to receive them. Almost an hour they reached Dekhiabari, Pranjul's tea garden, after taking a turn and making their way through a cattle bridge. Their tea garden was stretched upon a vast area of land. All the bushes were cut to the same height and they had been taken care of. On the fields, tea pluckers were seen wearing an apron and carrying the bamboo basket in order to pluck the freshly sprouted leaves. On their way to the fields, Pranjul's father gave way to a tractor that was loaded with tea leaves. On seeing this, Rajveer flaunts his knowledge by mentioning that this is the second sprouting period of the year, which lasts from May to July and gives excellent yield. Pranjul's father, who seems impressed, replies that he seems to have done a lot of research before coming. Pranjul, who was excited about learning more about the amazing beverage, showed his intention for the same. So, this is a summary of this lesson. I hope you have understood and revised it. Thank you.